Greetings and welcome here to Simple Scotch Reviews. Sorry, we are having some camera difficulties, so different angle and everything here. We are doing a quick review. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible, and it's not really a review, it's more of a comparison. So we have the standard Jameson, Jameson Black Barrel. Both are bottled at 40% ABV. Both are Irish whiskey. Both are the same whiskey, literally. The only difference is the Black Barrel says it uses charred. It says it's charred for a rich, smooth taste. So that's your difference there, and we're going to dive on in. Also, pre-warning, I'm assuming you've all had Jameson, so we're starting from the basis of you understand what Jameson is and what it tastes like, and we're contrasting what this one tastes like. We're not going to review Jameson. There's a review for it on my channel. Check that out if you need, but we're starting with the assumption you've tried Jameson. So yeah, the nose. So the noses are different. The Black Barrel injects those other flavors that come with the charred process. So it has the same flavors of the regular Jameson, but it also adds some more oakiness. So some woody flavor with a char note and vanilla. There's also some spice in there, but you still get a lot of the same Jameson flavors alongside those. Get my baseline palate there. All right, on to the next. That one, Jameson has such a short finish that no concern there. So here's where things get interesting. For me, like I said, the nose is an injection of new flavors into Jameson, so alongside, but the palate, the Jameson Black Barrel to me, those flavors form a layer over the Jameson flavors. So if you search for it, you find the Jameson flavors, but just it covers the Jameson flavors. Instead of them being side by side, like on the nose, covers them up. Yeah, so you get your main notes, vanilla, not overpowering vanilla. We've had a review here where there's overpowering vanilla. That's not this one. So there's some vanilla, some woody oak, hint of char in there, very, very, very faint hint of that char for me. The oak, baking spice, the vanilla, that woodiness, so those sorts of things. And then you can look for those Jameson notes. I'll add the finish is not super long, longer than the Jameson, but what's lingering is the those additional notes over top. The Jameson part fades off, kind of like a regular Jameson did, with a very short finish. But overall, price is going to be a factor. We're not getting into price. I could go down that rabbit hole. We're not going to do it. So for me, if you're a regular Jameson drinker or you enjoy Jameson, have it regularly, or, well, I'm like Jameson. This one is like Jameson with some additions that make it better, I guess. So from that standpoint, well, the additions, I don't like the nose on this one so much, but I like the palate. The reason being, the palate covers those Jameson flavors, but you can still taste them, whereas the nose is more like side by side, and so like those new notes don't cover up enough Jameson to the point where it's like kind of conflicting, and I'm not a huge fan of the nose on this one, but the palate's better. Overall, should you buy it? Like I said, Jameson drinkers, absolutely. You should get the cask mates and the Black Barrel, all the variations of Jameson, because you like Jameson. A lot of the variations are just Jameson with a little bit of changes. I know you could say that about any distillery, but for me, these Jameson finishes, because they're beer and this charred one, it's not like it's a sherry cask Jameson, so it's like, okay, how really different are they? And so if you like the base, you're going to like the others, whereas some distilleries, their different expressions are much, much more different. from each other. But so Jameson drinkers, 100% go buy it. If you haven't tried regular Jameson yet and you're clueless here, go try Jameson. And as for other people, take what you will from this information. If it sounds like it's going to justify the jump over Jameson if you want to try it, rather than just going for another step up to some other Irish whiskeys that I've reviewed on here that you can check out. It's all going to come down to the price difference. If it's slightly above Jameson, it's in that tier. If Jameson were to charge more for this and try to make it like the cost of a Redbreast 12, it's not even a competition, and I would never once reach for this over Redbreast 12. But if it's closer to the Jameson price, it's a different story and makes the decision a little more iffy. But, so if price constraint is there, take that information too into account. But hopefully this helps your decision. I have individual reviews for each of these also on the channel, so you can find it in my channel. And this one, the Jameson one's a lot further back, so you'll have to keep scrolling if you're looking for that one. But hopefully these reviews help. Like, subscribe to stay up to date. Lots more reviews coming. We had a big queue to get through. I just went through some of these miniature bottles to get them out of the queue, and more reviews are coming. Let's just put it that way. And it's simple Scotch reviews. So if you're a Scotch lover, more Scotch coming. So take this information, do with it what you will. Hopefully it helps. And I appreciate your views, and thanks for watching.